Bullworth Academy. In addition to rigorous academics and challenging athletics, this institution stresses character building through intimidation, humiliation,
Come on, don't be such a wimp.
and some homoerotic bonding.
That was cruel.
Yeah, really. We're getting all up in the face of Rockstar's new PS2 title, Bully, right now on Cheat. Welcome to Cheat, the show that slaps the books out of the hands of video game rules, then pantses them and gives them a swirly. I'm Kristin Holt, and in this episode, we'll explore the dog-eat-dog world of Rockstar's Bully. Let's begin our tour of Bullworth Academy with a little orientation lecture. Welcome to Bullworth Academy, a renowned educational institution where even the most defiant of young minds can be nurtured and molded into an instrument of intellectual curiosity.
Filthy, dirty, foul-mouthed, awful little vandal.
Or not. In Bully, you'll face the harsh realities of the modern educational system. It's wedgie or be wedgied in these trenches. You may attend a class or two along the way, but you'll find that brass knuckles are handier than Cliff's Notes in this town. And you'll be hitting the nerds much harder than you hit the books.
Do your homework again.
Sure you will. Bullworth Academy is full of the usual suspects. You'll meet a cast of social miscreants cribbed straight from the notebooks of John Hughes. There's the brains,
Role-playing is the high point of human achievement.
the jocks,
How about we beat you in a game of dodgeball?
the preps,
Filthy Democrat.
and the greasers.
You're done, kid. Finished!
Did they get here in a school bus or a time machine? Where does that leave you, you ask? Well, you get to be the badass mofo that schools them all. But you're the people's bully, fighting to protect the defenseless, atrophied, and generally brain-dead masses from the evils of high school.
This school rewards losers and bullies. I just stand up to them.
What's that, Mr. Thompson? You're right. All bullies should come with a nougat center as soft and creamy as Jimmy Hopkins. Passing missions and classes is fun, but it's the interactions with the people of Bullworth that make bullies so much fun. Hopkins may say he's here to learn, but let's face it, Jimmy's all about the booty. After you pass your first English class, you'll gain the ability to exchange gifts for sexual favors. Earn kisses with presents. Flowers and candy are the kiss currency in this world, where love can still be bought with simple carbohydrates. Here's a guide to getting it on at Bullworth Academy. Approach a girl and target her with the L1 button. This will bring up the compliment option. After you lavish her with attention, the X button will change to a picture of flowers or candy. Your ticket to a smooch. If the little lady likes your gift, and she will, she'll allow you to plant one on her. If it were only this easy in real life.
I can't wait to graduate so I can do that all the time.
If you don't feel like spending money for a game of tongue twister, you can grab an unlimited number of flowers for free in front of the girls' dorm. Later in the game, kissing will give you a health bonus. A whole lot more wholesome than copping a feel off a streetwalker in the backseat of your Camaro, huh? Bi-curiosity is pretty much a requirement for graduation these days, so why not get some extra credit in early with this dreamy Aryan?
I want to spend time with you, but not if you're cheap about it.
Woo Blondie the same way you would any other girl, and you'll be slipping in a little slap and tickle in no time.
I'm such a player.
Young love. But school isn't just one big love-in. You can also scare the uniforms off your fellow students. Mastering the art of the wedgie is the first step on the road to bully overlord. To do this, sneak up slowly behind an unsuspecting victim and yank away when the undie symbol pops up.
Why does it always have to be me?
Because as fun as making out can be, there's no greater satisfaction than the gift of the man thong.
What gives you the right to do that to me?
Let's let young Jimmy sleep for now. He has a full day of classes ahead of him after the commercial break. And as for you, here's a quick intimidation cheat. Bully wouldn't be nearly as fun without the ability to intimidate and humiliate. Intimidating would-be ruffians with the thumbs down sign will send them running for the hills. When the circle button turns into a red fist, all signs are go for humiliating. And boy, is it fun.
I don't know
You're
what
hitting
to say.
yourself again.
If you don't feel like running and hiding in town after a little petty vandalism, feel free to try and sweet talk your way out of doing time. Though this might just land you in Sing Sing.
I'm the man.
Welcome back to Cheat's All Bully Edition. Now, like it or not, life isn't all assault and petty vandalism. You eventually have to attend classes at some point here at Bullworth Academy. Here's how to make the experience as painless as possible. Without class, school would just be one long nightmare of self-esteem crushing. Learning about the history of Botswana or the area under a curve may seem useless, but without it, what rest would we have from the constant torture of the high school social hierarchy?
You're dead, new kid!
At Bullworth Academy, classes are opportunities to escape the pressures of being a clique kingpin. And they come in the form of fun, bite-sized mini-games.
Don't be such a wimp.
Classes run on a 3-day repetitive schedule. So if you don't pass one the first time, it'll come around again. Here's our cliff notes to academic triumph.
Watch it, wuss!
In art class, you draw boxes in an effort to reclaim a certain percentage of the canvas from the darkness of artist's block. Avoid crossing paths with enemies like erasers and scissors and enclose them in boxes to eliminate them. Passing art will allow you to exchange gifts for kisses, and the more classes you pass, the higher your health bonus will be for a successful makeout session. Who said straight-A nerds can't snag the ladies?
Did you see that?
Chemistry is a pretty standard rhythm-based game. Make sure you study up on your controller buttons for this one. Press the correct buttons with the right timing, and you'll titrate with ease.
Good work.
You get 3 chances each class, and the buttons don't change. So jot them down if you fail once.
James, keep your mind on...
You'll get a chemistry set for passing, which can be used to make firecrackers, stink bombs, and itching powder. Shop is similar, but requires button mashing and analog stick rotating instead of simple timed pushes.
Oh, you screwed up there, son.
Beating each successive shop unlocks improved BMX bikes. English is Bully's version of the addictive casual game text twist. Finding as many words as possible from a jumble in a limited time frame might seem difficult, but some real cheating makes it a breeze. Exit the game with the triangle button and search for words at your leisure. Pass English classes to make your taunts and apologies more effective.
How come you're such a dimwit anyways?
Too bad apologizing is for suckers. Gym class is home to an awkward combination of homoerotic wrestling matches and dodgeball. In dodgeball, you'll make short work of the jocks if you jump and spike the ball close to the line. Also, if you see that you're losing grip of the ball, bring up the help menu with L1 to reset it.
Who's on top?
Wrestling class is a simple matter of following instructions. Beating wrestling will score you new combat moves and combos, while dodgeball will improve your weapon's accuracy.
Oh, yeah!
Photography classes are simple exercises in point-and-click artistry, and passing gets you lame prizes like color pictures in a photo album, but beating them all will get you double the tickets at carnival games. Oh, and the teach is hot.
I'll miss these afternoons we've spent together.
With incentives like that, you may be tempted to just fail a few classes in a row. If you do, you'll get this oh-so-fashionable dunce cap and unlock the timeout minigame. If real school had been like this, I totally would have gotten a degree in rhythm-based drafting. This order of cheat is available to go. Just visit g4tv.com/podcast. We'll face Bully's level bosses after the break, but first, here's a quick cheat to earn some extra cash. There's plenty of opportunity to make some dough at Bullworth. There are seemingly endless errands to run for the helpless people of Bullworth. These range from freelance crab collecting to recreational vandalism to helping a kindly hobo find his lost loot.
Hey, kid, want to help me find my lost medication?
Okay, but only if you promise not to hurt yourself, Mr. McHomeless Man, and you pay in cash. You can also mow lawns, deliver newspapers, and play keep-ups, the jock version of hacky sack. Also, don't forget to bet on the midget wrestlers, both entertaining and lucrative. Welcome back to Cheat's All Bully Edition. So far, you've seen Jimmy Hopkins hold his own against townies, teachers, and fellow students. But how does he stand up to a whole clique? Stronghold Stronghold Assault is one of Bully's more difficult missions. In an attempt to seize control of Bullworth's Nerd Clan, you must storm the Nerd Castle and dethrone the Nerd King. This guy may make it look easy,
Pea stain!
but it's actually quite a challenge. With a few simple tricks, however, you'll have those nerds mining World of Warcraft gold for you in no time. First, ask the nerds about Ernest's whereabouts and the key code to the observatory. And when I say ask, I mean pummel the information out of them. After you beat the pocket protectors off these kids, it's time to run the Nerd Gauntlet. Here, you'll be repeatedly attacked by firecracker-launching dweebs. It may be tempting to just barrel through, but I have some better advice. Your slingshot has longer range than their launchers, and you can take each nerd out from a safe distance. All it takes are 2 fully charged wrist rockets. Down the nerds on your way to the observatory, and you can fuel up on the pop they drop. Things get a bit trickier once you get to the Nerd King and his automatic potato gun. You have 2 options here. Work your way beneath the gate by strategically hiding behind the pillars, or take the easy way out and station yourself behind the wall of the canyon. You'll be out of the range of the gun in both of these spots, and you can take your sweet time to target and destroy the Transformer. Once the Transformer bites the dust, the nerds will retreat into Nerd Castle. This is your chance to jump on the potato cannon and wail on the doors. Nerds will pop up to shoot you from windows, but it's okay to ignore them and concentrate on the doors. If you lose too much health, hop back to ground level for some soda. Keep shooting until the gates fall. Inside, you'll discover the terrible secret of the observatory. Ernest, the nerd leader.
My brains against your brawn! Welcome to hell, Jimmy Hopkins!
Ernest launches a 3-part attack. First, he'll shoot you with the spud cannon. Hide behind the pillar on the front right side and destroy the 2 panels next to him with 3 shots from the slingshot. Next, he'll rain explosives on you. Go to the outer left side of the arena to escape the blast radius and pick off the second panel without getting shrapnel lodged in your side. Lastly, he'll return to the spud cannon. This time, you can stand behind the farthest pillar to the right for a clear shot. Keep plugging away. Ernest will fall eventually. To the Conqueror, go to the spoils and you'll be rocking the kick-ass spud gun for the rest of the game. What better way to overthrow an anachronistic greaser gang than to fight your way through a good old-fashioned rumble? The rumble begins in New Coventry, where Lola lets on that she knows Jimmy Hopkins' secret.
I'm Helen of Troy, and you're more interested in boys called Troy.
Gangsters like Jimmy may not respond well to blackmail, but he'll have to satisfy this girl to continue on the road to complete bully domination. Start off by chasing Peanut into an alley. Sporting the name of a delicious snack might seem like a sign of weakness, but Peanut and his boys are actually pretty tough. You can conserve life by using ranged attacks and staying out of reach of their beefy fists. Beating Peanut and his accomplices activates a fairly simple chase sequence. Just keep mashing the X button. Things get a bit stickier in the greaser arena. Ignore Johnny and move around the perimeter of the ring, targeting each of the 6 snipers with your slingshot. It only takes a shot or 2 before they fall. Move continuously or Johnny will be able to swipe at you from his bike and take a chunk of your health. If you get hit a few too many times, destroy a box on the periphery for some help. When all of the snipers are taken care of, loyal Petey will run to the magnet and take care of Johnny's ride and lead pipe. Now it's just you, Johnny, and some good old-fashioned mano-a-mano. Use the usual combos to finish him off and humiliate him.
I give up. You can have her.
Congratulations! You've successfully thwarted suspicions and made the Greaser King your slave. Now, only the jocks stand in the way of complete domination.
What? You don't want her? Then why did you do this?
Gee, a closet case who fights dirty? I think young Jimmy Hopkins is Ivy League material. We'll hit the road with Bully's various vehicles after the break, but first, food fight! It may seem like the clock is a harsh mistress, but Bully actually gives you plenty of opportunity to just wreak havoc. You can pick lockers and tag to your heart's content. If you feel like experiencing that old high school cliche that never really happens, head to the cafeteria to start a food fight.
Oh yeah, we'll take this!
All you have to do to unleash total mayhem is fling a piece of fruit in someone's direction. Easy as pie. Bully gives you the ability to create the ruckus you never had the cojones to do in high school. Just don't hit a girl. That's apparently an unforgivable offense and an instant bust. Unless you have a lawn mowing fetish, in which case, feel free to slap a lady. bumbling bully, it's time to broaden his horizons. And to do that, he'll need some wheels. The most efficient form of transportation at Bullworth Academy is the school bus. But to get around in style, you're gonna need something a little more pimp than that, like a Vespa. Bully's condensed GTA universe is refreshing and quaint, but what kind of bully are you if you can't jack cars? Controls for the skateboard are unruly at best, and you'll waste a lot of time rolling around town tripping on stairs. The bike is only a slightly better alternative. To get the best BMX, you'll have to do the degrading work of actually attending class. And we all know what happens to teachers' pets.
That was so cruel.
Luckily, there are a few alternatives with actual motors in the Bully universe. First off, head to the local carnival. Carny games are for more than just impressing the ladies. Collect 70 tickets to buy the snazzy European scooter from the prize booth. Here's a guide to beating the games with the minimum amount of effort. By far, the easiest of the games is High Striker. This game makes attaining the scooter just a few frenzied button-mashing sessions away. Press the X button quickly to reach the bell at the top and win 6 tickets. The carny with your baseball skills at Strikeout. Simply wait at the opposite side from where the targets arrive and press X when the target before the catcher scrolls over your marker. The shooting range is a classic game of target practice. Be sure to get the sheriff's star that appears halfway through the game to score major points. Splish Splash is as easy as sinking a surly midget. Wait for the marker to move over the red bullseye rather than trying to guide it there yourself.
Oh, no! I already had my bath this year.
And that's how you earn the ducats you need for that spiffy ride. Forget the old banana boat. Now you can cruise around the Ville with some real style. Visit the carnival's go-kart races for another vehicular option. Defeating the 5 races unlocks the go-kart street heats that can be found around Bullworth. Carefully apply your power slides on tight corners and you'll win them handily. Place first in the 3 street races and you'll unlock the go-kart, by far the speediest whip around. Okay, there are more pimpin' rides, but that squat little speed demon beats the school bus any day. Of course, once you get around town, you'll meet some tougher customers than those wimpy high school gangs. Here's how to deal with the off-campus bosses. If storming a hobo enclave sounds like a good plan for Saturday night, then you're in luck. The Tenements is another of Bully's thorny missions. Now, you're tasked to retrieve the possessions of the local high-maintenance trollop, Lola.
I'm a nice girl. I'm nice to everyone. Now, everyone hates me.
No kidding. Begin the Great Laundry Quest by entering the tenement window. Once you're in, you'll be assaulted by a few surly greaseballs. Be sure to take them out one at a time as they leave life-refreshing soda behind. 3 of Lola's items, the address book, bag, and lipstick, can be easily found among the detritus. You'll have to face Norton, the fearsome mini-boss, to score the last 2 items. You'll find Norton when you've worked your way up to the 3rd story of the building.
Whoa, what are you doing here?
Taking out the trash.
The key to defeating Norton is keeping your distance. His sledgehammer has a pretty impressive reach and inflicts heavy damage, so it's important to stay clear. Target Norton with the L1 button and circle around him, keeping clear of the trash on the floor. Resist temptation to rush in and punch him when he slumps. He'll recover with plenty of time to take a chunk out of your health. Pelt him with patience and he'll fall sooner or later. Now you can pick up one of the most satisfying tools in the game, the Sledgehammer. Unfortunately, you only get to smash tenement walls searching for the rest of Lola's booty. And you can't take the Sledgehammer with you. You'll just have to settle for this little ego boost from Lola.
Wow, Jimmy, you're so manly.
Edgar the Townie isn't the last boss in Bully, but he happens to be the hardest. You'll reach him after a long series of pulling switches, activating gates, and kicking butt with the help of your well-endowed sidekick, Zoe.
I don't think I can beat all of them.
Hang on, Jimmy. You'll see.
Girl, hey, baby. You are one cool glass of lemonade.
Once you've worked your way to Edgar, the real fight begins. Edgar comes equipped with his very own industrial-sized concussion creator, and all you get is a lousy old shield. Block his attacks with L1 and hit him with the shield when he tires. If your shield breaks, you can always grab another one off the wall. Careful though, This can be a tricky move with Edgar on your tail. Wear his health down about a third of the way, and he'll head downstairs. Now you can pick up his forgotten pipe and follow him down. Here's where you bust out this nearly unbeatable series of moves. Press L1 to block with the pipe and wait until Edgar has finished his attack. Then move back a few steps and take some swings at him, quickly returning to a defensive posture. You'll have him writhing on the ground before he even gets in a single lick. Who knew subjugation could be so much fun?
You had enough? You want some more? Come on, big guy.
And that's it. Class dismissed. If you missed any of these tips, visit us on the web at g4tv.com/cheat. You can also write to us at cheat@g4tv.com. Until next time, I'm Kristin Holt, and you've been